I might ruffle some feathers with this one, but Gainesville, Georgia is the hottest place in the Southeast to move to. The poultry capital of the world is an excellent place to live, and I'm going to show you why today. How's it going? My name is Winston Gibbs with the Living Northeast Georgia channel. I'm here to tell you everything there is to know about the recreation, the lifestyle, the entertainment, and the real estate from the suburbs of Atlanta to Athens to Lake Hartwell and everything in between, including Gainesville, Georgia. Today, we are going to go and look at some houses at some different price points and find out why this is one of the fastest growing communities in the Southeast. There's been a 20% increase in the population in this town over the last 5 years because of all the diversity, the economic opportunities, the entertainment, and so many other things. I'm in downtown square right now, and it is popping on a Wednesday afternoon, and there's good reason for it. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, hit the button for notifications so you can get everything there's to know about Northeast Georgia and unbelievable towns like Gainesville. Let's go check out a couple different communities and neighborhoods at different price points to see what you can afford and why Gainesville is so awesome. Let's go check out the first one. All right, so for our first stop, we're about 13 minutes west of beautiful downtown Gainesville in a community called Mundy Mill. And so you're gonna see a lot of variety in the housing options within the Gainesville. You're gonna have some older houses that have been renovated. You're gonna have newer construction communities like this. And depending on what you're looking for, is gonna set your price point. There's a huge influx, as we talked about, of people coming into Gainesville because of desirability. Part of it, a lot of people are leaving the Atlanta and the metro area, trying to find communities like these. This house was built in 2016, like most of the community, as you can see around, and it is 3 beds, 3 baths. It's just under 2,200 square feet, has 2/10 of an acre lot, and it's priced at $440. And so what is causing somebody to come look for properties like this? Now, $440 is a little under the average price point, but it is also a very competitive market and pricing area in this community. So you've got to be on it if you want to find a good one. But what's bringing people away from the Atlanta area or into a community like this, besides the charm and the economy, which we will talk about? One of the things is the educational system, with the primary schools and the secondary options that are around here. You see the Hall County school system, specifically in Gainesville, has grown so much, they've added new schools. There's 10 public high schools in the Gainesville area, at least that touch it. And then there's also 3 colleges with Lanier Tech, University of North Georgia, Gainesville campus, and Brenau University. Those 3 schools provide great education for people to move into Gainesville's incredible workforce, or people that want to live in this area, commute over to Atlanta. Especially Brenau has an unbelievable nursing program that feeds into the North Georgia Medical Center. And so those are really good options. A lot of jobs at those universities as well, and those colleges. We talk about the Hall County school system, the AP classes, the graduation rates, the college readiness scores are really good in a lot of those school systems. So depending on whether you're in the Gainesville area, which is here, or Chestatee, or any of the Hall, North Hall, West Hall, or you go up into like the Cherokee Bluff or Johnson, a lot of the schools have a lot of different options, and that's going to be something important. And if you are an educator of some sort, there's a lot of job opportunities, as it is one of the biggest employers in this community. But I will say this is a beautiful house. There's a couple others in this neighborhood that are priced well, and depending on what your needs are, this could be a great fit at a price point that's below the average sale price in the Gainesville area. All right, let's move on to our next stop. So this house behind us doesn't look like much, but we're only about 5 to 10 minutes north of the awesome downtown Gainesville Square. But like a lot of the houses in this area, with the rolling hills that you can see around me, there's a large basement. This house is almost 3,200 square feet, has 4 beds, 3 baths. It was built in the 50s, and it has been completely renovated, like a lot of the properties you're gonna see out here, that mid-century modern feel. It's priced at $775,000 and has just seen a $50,000 price cut, putting it about $240 a square foot, which is very normal for this area. And the mid 700s is right around the average for Gainesville area. Now, some of those numbers, that average might be pushed up by Lake Lanier, which we'll talk about in a second, but this house is very common throughout the area. You're gonna see a lot of them priced that way. But who's gonna get jobs to be in a house like this? Gainesville's economy is thriving, and the workforce around here is amazing. There's places like North Georgia Medical Center, which is a huge employer. The manufacturing jobs, especially around poultry and food, are big, with employers like Pilgrim's, the chicken, Mars Wrigley, the gum, King's Hawaiian, those sweet, beautiful bread rolls, are some of the big employers around this area for both domestic and international manufacturing. Also, you have a huge environment economy around retail shops, as you've seen when we drive around the downtown Gainesville area. Tons of places that are both commercial and chains and your own startup business. And then the construction in the area is rampant with access to Atlanta and some of the other small town communities. So all those different parts of the economy create a thriving environment in Gainesville. And that is also why the entertainment and lifestyle is so good. As you see, Gainesville's really been working on building this master plan to revitalize the city over the last 5 to 10 years. That is part of the historic charm, but the big amenity feel of a place like this. See, the community is very connected. They have festivals almost every other weekend, it feels like. There's a concert downtown this weekend. They have First Fridays. There's tons of rooftop bars and restaurants to go eat at to enjoy the beautiful weather we have in this area. Right down the street, there's a park that's a short bike ride or walk away to go enjoy. So there's always entertainment around this area, which is super fun for date nights or for taking your kids out and enjoying what beautiful Gainesville has to offer. But it really is a wonderful combination of historic small town feel, but with access to pretty much anything you want without even having to go into Atlanta or go to the metro areas around there. So Gainesville's a great place to be. This house is your very common, pretty average, in a beautiful area of mid-century modern combined with the upscale feel. So let's go check out our next place because this is a good one and it only gets better from here. So for our last stop, you can't come to Gainesville without talking about Lake Lanier. The cool thing about Gainesville is it has a rather large geographical footprint, and Lake Lanier splits part of this unbelievable community. And so right now we're about 15 minutes from downtown Gainesville. We're on the north shore, the north side of the lake. It's an unbelievable spot. Now, if you check out some of my other videos, there's some keys to good lake properties, and this one has all of them. This house is 4 beds, 5 baths, just under 6,000 square feet. It's a half-acre lot. It has unbelievable views. It comes with a 2-slip dock with a party deck on top, and it's listed at $1.65 million. That is right at the average for lake property on Lake Lanier. And again, the other video I did talks about that. This property has very good water as far as your water depth. It has deep water around the area, good being able to get out to the deep cove access, and it has an unbelievable view. I mean, it is unbelievable at this spot on Destitute Way. Now, the other thing that's important about Lake Lanier for Gainesville and why it's such a vital part of this community, we talked about the economics of this area. Well, Lake Lanier is a huge driver of the economy in this area. You see all the businesses as far as like marinas or mechanics or boat sales and all the things that come with lake life is a huge part of it. Tourism is huge for Lake Lanier. People coming from Atlanta or from some of the small communities around, or even the local community, comes and enjoys all the things on Lake Lanier. They even come from out of state because the weather's great here year round and you can enjoy the lake pretty much all the time. Only a couple months where you may not want to get in. And so the lake life provides and really enhances this community and makes it special. And it's a part of the reason why so many people are trying to get this area. So a place like this is absolutely amazing. I talked to the owner a second ago and he said that this has been an investment property for him, which is another key about lake life. You can use them as your primary, you can have them as secondary homes and a getaway vacation, or you can get investment properties because the short-term rental is amazing. So places like this are awesome. This has only been on the market 3 days and I got a feeling it's probably not going to last long because it is absolutely stunning. So with that said, those are our neighborhoods for today. Let's talk about Gainesville, finish this thing up, and I'll catch you in just a second. So we're back on the square with the Big Chicken in beautiful downtown Gainesville. I'm curious, what was your favorite part? What's going to attract you to Gainesville? Is it the economy? Is it the entertainment and lifestyle? Is it Lake Lanier? Or is it one of the other things that make this such an amazing town and why so many people are moving here? My name's Winston Gibbs with the Living Northeast Georgia channel, telling you everything there is to know about the recreation, the lifestyle, the entertainment, and the real estate from the suburbs of Atlanta up to Lake Hartwell, everything in between, including Gainesville, and why it is one of the best places to live. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the bell for notifications, and I'll see you at the next video.